Hello there. This is a short presentation on how to enjoy a 3 to 5 day inexpensive trip to Venice, Italy for those people travelling from the UK. In this presentation you will learn how to get there, where to stay, what to do, and importantly how much it's going to cost you. This presentation is a gift from me to you. I go to Venice very often. People ask me, why I go there, what I do when I'm there, and and all about it. So this is encapsulating everything about it. So if you want to go, you can go too. Why would you want to go to Venice? And I say because it is simply the most iconic and photographed city in the world. It truly is a World Heritage location. Crucially, it's only 1.5 hours flight time from Gatwick. It really is one of the most inspiring cities in the world, and very important in this day and age. It is a safe place to go. When's the best time to go to Venice? In the off season. That's when the best time is to go to Venice, because it's less crowded, and Venice is essentially a walking break, so it's best to avoid the crowds and the heat. When you go off season, you do avail yourself of cheaper flights and cheaper accommodation, so I recommend that you go between November and March. And here is a word of caution: beware. If you've got children, and I mean up until the age of 18, do not take them with you to Venice, because unless they like architecture and walking, they're going to find it pretty boring. And if you've got young kids, it's a nightmare, because as the old joke says about Venice, all the streets, all the roads are flooded, and that means they're canals, which means that there's a bridge with steps over them. So if you've got a pushchair with children, every bridge is a set of steps. You do not want to take children to Venice, because if they're not happy, then you're not happy. So Venice is for adults. How are you going to get there? You're going to fly EasyJet, or as they say on the aircraft, EasyJetter. Now, why do you want to fly EasyJet? The reason is that they fly direct to Venice Airport. They fly from all parts of the UK. Booking is easy and flexible. If you've ever booked an EasyJet flight, you'll know you just go onto the website, you select where you're flying from, where you want to fly to, who's going, the dates that you want to go, and it will bring up a 3-week flight schedule of the outward bound flights and the inward bound flights, and then you can cherry pick which flight suits you and which flight suits your pocket, because there's various different costs to different flight times. EasyJet is very efficient. Now, all airlines will suffer from delays, and EasyJet can have delays, but that generally is not their fault. And you'll find that the whole operation with EasyJet is very quick, easy and efficient, and it is an inexpensive way to travel, which represents great value. Now, why, on the subject of EasyJet, why EasyJet? You have an option. You could fly Ryanair, or as people say these days, Ryanair, because you never know if you're going to get a flight, and you never know how much it's going to cost. And they seem to be putting cost to everything these days, and I think they're soon going to be charging for the air that you breathe on the aircraft. But the reason why you would not want to fly Ryanair is that they fly to Treviso. Now, Treviso is 55 minutes away, so depending on traffic, you can have an hour's more journey transfer time to Venice from the airport. And the transfer cost per person is £22 per person. Now, this is why you fly EasyJet, because EasyJet fly direct to Venice Airport, which has only a 15 to 20 minute transfer time, and those transfer buses run every 20 minutes. And the transfer cost is £12 per person. Venice Airport. When you arrive at Venice Airport, and as the Italians say, it's Macapolo, you'll find it's recently been refurbished. It's very quick and easy to navigate your way through the airport. As I said, it's only 7 miles from Venice. Now, when you arrive, here's a quick tip. I'm giving you some tips that the travel agents won't give you in this presentation. Now, when you arrive at Venice Airport, you will either be parked alongside the terminal, and you'll have the air bridge from the terminal to the plane, so you just go through the door of the plane into a corridor which leads you into the terminal, or you will be parked, as they say, off stand, which means you'll be parked away from the terminal, and they have to bring the steps up to the plane to let you get off, put you on a bus and take you to the terminal. Now, if you were to park off stand at Venice Airport, here's the tip: do not rush to get off the flight. As soon as the plane lands and they've parked up, and the pilot turns off the safety belt seats, everyone jumps up, don't they? And it's a mad rush to get your baggage down, you know, banging on each people's heads, getting each other's way, and they get their luggage down. They stand in the aisles of the plane, and they stand there because they've got to wait for the steps to be brought up to the plane, and they get agitated, a bit stressed while they're waiting, and then they open the doors. Finally, you go down the steps onto the bus, and they get on there thinking, I've got salvation, I'm on the bus, I'm going to the terminal, but you've got to wait for everybody else to come behind you from the flight and get on that bus, which means you're on the bus first on, you're on there for a long time, getting more and more cramped. And remember this, last on the bus is first off, so do not rush off the flight. Another little tip, if you're dying for the toilet, don't worry about that. As soon as you get inside that terminal, there are some toilets, and I'll show you where they are. When you go through immigration, use the fast passport lanes. That's where you take your passport, run it through a machine. You don't have to talk to anyone. They just then take you through. It's very, very fast, very, very easy. Another big tip is do not take hold baggage with you if you are going for a few days to Venice, because you pay for that hold baggage and you have to check it in at Gatwick or wherever you're flying from, and then when you arrive you've got to wait in the baggage collection area to get your bags. Trust me on this, you'll know if you've flown before, the cabin bags that you're allowed to take free onto the plane with you, there's more than enough room for your clothes, more than enough room for your hair straighteners, your hair tongs, your hair dryer. It will just fit in that baggage. So that's a nice little tip from me to you. This is a picture of the transfer bus schedule between Venice and Marco Polo. You'll see they're very, very frequent, and there is the cost of a return of just £12 per person. Now, the transfer from the airport to Venice, I highly recommend the Venice Express. You use that. It's not a bus, it's a coach. Very nice. It's inexpensive, as I said. It's easy to buy the tickets. When you come through the baggage hall, which you won't stop at, and you'll go into the main concourse of the arrivals terminal, you'll turn immediately left. There is a kiosk there which sells bus tickets. They speak English. You just ask for 2 return tickets for you and your friend, whoever's gone with you, and they will give them to you, easy as that. And then the bus stop is directly outside the terminal, and as I've said, the buses run every 20 minutes and it is only a 20-minute transfer time. Here's a little map of the arrivals terminal just to navigate you through it. So you'll come into the entrance. Here's the toilets, like I said. If you're busting for the toilet, there's the toilets for you. You'll go on through to immigration, where you'll go through the fast passport control, and then you'll come into the baggage hall, where you will not stop because you've only got your cabin baggage. You will walk through the exit and then you'll turn left, and just here is the bus ticket office. You buy your tickets, as I said, and then you walk straight through this door here, and the bus stop is just outside. Easy peasy. Now, where are you going to stay in Venice? It is absolutely key that you stay close to Piazza Roma, because this is where the bus terminal is. The reason that you want to stay near Piazza Roma is most people, when they arrive in Venice, they go to Venice, they want to stay near San Marco Square, because that's where the most iconic view of Venice is, and people want to stay around that square. But the problem is it's 2 miles away from the bus station, and if you turn up from the bus station, you've got a 2-mile walk over bridge after bridge after bridge, lugging your suitcase with you, or you get a water taxi, which is very expensive, or you get a water bus, which will take you some time. So you want to be staying very close to Piazza Roma, where the bus terminal is. You want to stay in the Santa Croce. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but this area of the city is ideal for you. This is where the Hotel Albergo Marin Hotel is, and this is the hotel that I am recommending you to stay in. This hotel has got a 9.1 rating for location on booking.com and a general rating of 8.3. I have negotiated with a wonderful manager in this hotel, Gio Como, who will give you a 10% discount if you book direct through his website and quote the code that I will give you at the end of this promotion. This is a picture of the hotel. It looks like it's falling down, doesn't it? But this is a typical building in Venice. That's what they all look like. It's part of the charm of Venice. But go through those doors. It's very, very nice inside. Now back to Piazza Roma. Why is it important? Because that's where the bus terminates. It is the place where you buy a bus ticket, a return bus ticket, to take you to Lido di Jesolo, or Lido di Jesolo, which is a premier beach resort, and you can go there for a day out for very, very cheap. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. And Piazza Roma, it's next to the train station, very important, and I'll tell you the reason why in a couple of moments. Now, this Santa Croce area, where I say it's ideal for you to stay, and the reason is that it's central to 3 great walks. It is only 10 minutes and 2 bridges away from Piazza Roma, where the bus terminates. Very quick and easy to get to your hotel. It's quite quiet and peaceful there, and it is close to this train station. And I'll tell you why in a minute why that's important. Now, the Hotel Albergo Marine. Fantastic. It's got a great location, 9.1 scores on booking.com. It's clean and warm. The staff are excellent, very friendly. They will tell you how to get about Venice, where to shop, where to eat, what to do. They are lovely, lovely people. There is a 24-hour reception desk in this hotel, and you will be greeted by a drink and some crisps, which is very refreshing after a journey. And you will have a wonderful breakfast, a truly wonderful breakfast in this hotel, where you get the opportunity to sample the best eggs in the world. They will mind your luggage on your last day, and this is very important because if you go for 3 nights, you actually can have a full 4-day stay in Venice, because what you will do is on your last day you will book the very last flight out of Venice. You check out of your room, they will take your luggage and store it for you. If you've got valuables like a laptop, they will put that in a separate place and keep it safe for you, and they will mind it for you free of charge all day. So just before you go back to the train, to the bus station to get your transfer back to the airport, you just go and get your luggage and away you go. Very, very handy that is. All of this, trust me, anyone who stayed there has told me it represents great value, and don't forget that 10% off from Giacomo. This is the hotel website where you can visit. You can have a look at the hotel, and you can book direct on this website. Book direct because that keeps your cost down. And don't forget, it scores 8.3 general rating on booking.com. And the transfer, this is how easy it is. You get off the bus, you walk over 2 bridges, you have a 5 to 10 minute walk, and you arrive at your hotel. Simple. This is a map of exactly what I've just said to you. Now, when you come to Venice, you come over this bridge here, which takes you to Piazza Roma. Now, this is where the bus station is and where it terminates. All the traffic, everything, trains, cars, all terminates in Piazza Roma. Now, this bridge here, you'll love this bridge. It's called the Glass Bridge. You will stand on this bridge and look across at the Dolomite Mountains when the weather is right for you to do so. You will look down on the Grand Canal. This Grand Canal leads up to the Rialto Bridge, and you would take many, many pictures on this bridge. But when you arrive, you'll walk out of the bus station, you'll go to the Glass Bridge. You won't go over it, you just walk alongside it, and you'll come to your first bridge. Over you go, walk along the side of the canal, over the second bridge. You walk along until you come to a big domed church. You cannot miss this church. When you get there, straight after the church, you take a right and you walk down this walkway here. You come to the end where you can either turn left or right. You'll turn right, come to the end again, turn right, and there is your hotel. As simple and straightforward as this. And this is what you'll be looking at. This is what the hotel looks like on the outside. This is a typical bedroom. They update a bedroom every single year. They keep it fresh. This is a typical bathroom. This is the wonderful breakfast room. I just love chilling out in this first thing in the morning, people watching and enjoying those fabulous eggs. This is part of the breakfast area, and it's sort of all the normal fare that you would expect. It's fantastic. This is where you can also order your latte or cappuccino coffees. This is the reception area where you'll enjoy your drink and crisps when you arrive. And this is a little map telling you how you can get about Venice. Now, your hotel will be just here, and basically you can walk anywhere you like in Venice, unrestricted, and everywhere you look will be a picture, will be a fantastic view. But these are the 3 great walks that I recommend. You come out of your hotel, you walk along the canal, you go over this bridge here. It's another fabulous bridge. My best, favourite bridge in Venice. You go over that bridge, turn right, I'm getting excited, and then you walk all the way along here. And all the way along here are little piazzas, there's shops, places to eat and drink, sit and have a coffee. Fantastic walk around here, and little open air markets en route. You'll come around past the Rialto Bridge, and then you come down to St Mark's Square. Now, the second route, the black route, this is the more direct route through Venice, but it comes to the Rialto Bridge and then down to St Mark's Square. And this third route truly is a fabulous route. You'll walk along here past the police station and past the police boats, just I like seeing them, and you'll walk down here. This is the cruise terminal. You will walk along here on a blue sky day. This is just truly a beautiful walk. If you're lucky enough, if you're early enough in the morning or the right time in the afternoon, you may see a cruise ship coming along here. Big wide open stretch of water, beautiful to walk along. You walk along, come round to this point which looks over onto St Mark's Square and looks out onto what I call as the Bay of Venice. This is the most iconic view you can get of Venice. It's the one that all the filmmakers use. And you'll follow your nose around here, go over this big old wooden bridge. Lovely wooden bridge again. You'll stand there, take many photos. The interesting thing about this bridge is that everybody who's in love, they take a padlock and they padlock their padlock onto the side of the bridge as if to lock in their love. And then you walk through here, you walk through this part of the city where it's got all fabulous shops for you to enjoy, and then you'll end up in St Mark's Square. So there's 3 great routes for you. This is another busy map, and I said to you that I'll tell you some things that they won't tell you in the travel agents. Some things you need to know. So we start here where the bus station is. This is Piazza Roma. At the one end of this square, there is a huge white car park. At the bottom of it is a bus ticket office. This is where you buy your tickets if you want to go and have a day out in Lido di Jesolo. This is the glass bridge, as I said, take many pictures there. And then this is where your hotel is. Now, there are plenty of fantastic places to eat and to dine in Venice, and the hotel will tell you exactly where to go to get the best fare and the best deal, if you like. But if you want to enjoy a quiet evening in your hotel, you can come out of your hotel, turn right, walk 50 paces, and there's a fantastic pizza takeaway who will sell you the best pizzas in Italy. The hotel have no problem with you coming back and eating it in your room. If you want to enjoy Burger King, if you come out of the hotel, come to the canal edge, just walk along just 2 minutes and you're at Burger King. If you go over this bridge, turn left, you come to the train station. Remember the train station? I love it. It looks like a 1950s building. It's like out of the film Back to the Future. And why this is significant and important to you is that it's got fantastic clean toilets, and it's got a wonderful eating area where you can sample all the delights of Italy. Pizzas, sandwiches, coffee, etc. And you can sit down and enjoy a good meal at a fair price. If you walk along here, you come to McDonald's. This is the first walk that I talked about. And if you make your way along, you come to this little place here, which is a Spar supermarket, which is simply the best, most theatrical supermarket I've ever been in. And I guarantee that you will be taking lots of pictures inside this supermarket. It used to be an old theatre. 2 years ago it was made into a little convenience supermarket. And again, it's another place that you might want to pick up some little snacks and goodies to go back and enjoy in your room. You follow your nose around here, you come to the Rialto Bridge. If you were to take this little route down here along the water's edge here, when you come to this area here, you will come to a gondola repair yard. It's nice to have a look at, it's nice to take a photograph of. I've got a photo to show you in a minute, but it's a dark photo, so it's not a very good photo, but it's just nice to see. And as I said, over here, in this part of the city is where you find your nice shops, and this is St Mark's Square, and this here is, wait for it, the Bridge of Sighs. So that's just some of the landmarks to see. These are some photos to wet your whistle. This is my wife sat outside a hotel. A typical square, a typical canal view. This is a picture of the gondola repair yard. This is the old supermarket that I said is just fabulous. Pictures of another canal. And look at this picture. All the time you see pictures like this. Blue sky, reflection in the water. Fabulous. This is a picture from St Mark's Square. This is the picture from the glass bridge. This is the train station, and this is one of the walkways leading up to your hotel. Now, I spoke about a day out in Lido di Jesolo. I think that's how they pronounce it. Been going there for years, don't know how to pronounce it. It's just 40 minutes ride away on a bus. There's regular buses throughout the day. They run every 30 minutes. This is a premier beach resort. It's 7 miles of sandy beach. It's absolutely fabulous, fantastic to go there in the summer. Highly recommend it. I go there every year. We used to go there regularly for a 3-week vacation every summer with the kids. They grew up there. It's a great beach to also walk in the winter. And in the winter, the resort is largely closed. So when you go there, the resort will be largely closed. But you know what? It's a glorious beach to just walk along. And as they say, if you want to go find yourself, this is a place to do it. You can walk along there. You get lovely thoughts come into your head, clear your head. clear your mind, have a little quick think about what happened in the past, but more importantly, think about where you are now and where you're going to go in the future. Great place to go and do that. We have laid on this beach, me and my wife, in January when it was freezing, sub-zero temperatures. We have laid on this beach for an hour and we have sunbathed. You would truly enjoy going to Lido di Jesolo. There is an excellent bus station there where there's toilets, lovely toilets and a cafe. And for those of you like me who like McDonald's, there's one just a few minutes walk away from the train station. This is how you get to Lido di Jesolo. There's two ways. You can either catch a ferry across to Punta Sabbione and catch a bus through to Jesolo, or the route that I will recommend you buy a return bus ticket, and the bus will take you on this route all the way along this road, which is fabulous. When you look to the left on the coach, you will see the rural Italy, fantastic sights, lovely to see that. If you look to the right, you have views of canals as you drive all the way around into Lido di Jesolo. Now this is a postcard of Lido di Jesolo, and basically it shows you this line here. It's split into two. This is where your bus station is. If you get bus number 2, it will take you down to this dirty picture, which is not a dirty picture, it's the lighthouse. This is the lighthouse end. So you can either catch a bus down and walk back, or just walk both ways. If you get the number 3 bus, it will take you down to this end, which is the fishing village. And this little area here in red is where I stay, which is this part of the beach. This is a summer view. It's a lovely place to go to. Now the costs. The cost of this. And this is based on going out on the 5th of November and coming back on the 8th of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, so it's for a 4 full day stay, 3 nights but 4 full days. 2 flights, return flights flying out of Gatwick will cost you £108 for 2 people. I forgot the pound sign, sorry about that. It will cost you £167 for the room, with a private bathroom and a fabulous breakfast with fabulous eggs at the Albergo Marin, and Giacomo will take very good care of you. The transfer on the transfer coach is £26 return for 2 people. If you want to go and enjoy the day at the beach, it will be £26 for 2 tickets, 2 return tickets. So this is for 4 full days at a cost of £327. Wow. I spoke to people about this and said, for all of this, how much would you be expecting to pay? Some people have said, well, £800 a person. Some people have said £300 a person, £400 a person, £500 a person. It's not that at all. Giacomo and EasyJet will get you there for £327. Wow. In summary and in closing, I say again that it's possible for you to enjoy an inexpensive 3 to 5 day break in Venice by flying out of season, which is the best time to go, and staying in an 8.3 rated boutique hotel where you will be wonderfully looked after by the staff and led by Giacomo. And the transfers are stress-free, and I mean stress-free. And if you use this code when you book direct on the hotel website, put that code in, you will enjoy a 10% discount. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching. I sincerely hope you take up the opportunity to go to visit one of the most iconic cities in the world, Venice. I love it. Enjoy your trip. Arrivederci. Arrivederci, baby. Ciao.